Hi, my dear friends. Welcome to the world of zoology and myself, Dr. Sai from Zoology Wala. My dear friends, today I am going to explain you about the human lungs in short span of time. My dear friends, a pair of lungs are present in the human being and they are anatomically set in the thoracic chamber. You know what are the boundaries of this thoracic chamber or thoracic cage, which is also called a rib cage. This is the ventral side. Stomach side always will become ventral side, isn't it? The ventral side we have sternum, on the dorsal side we have vertebral column, and laterally supported by ribs, and posteriorly diaphragm is present. Posteriorly diaphragm over which the lungs are set. If you observe the right lung and left lung in human beings, the right lung is somewhat short but is somewhat wide or broad, you can say it is broad. What might be the reason? Maybe the right lung is somewhat broad, maybe having the liver on the lower side. And if you observe the left lung is somewhat longer and some sort of narrowness is observed. And here you can see a notch, cardiac notch is present which accommodates the heart. That is the reason why if you observe the left lung, the weight of the left lung on average it will be around 550 grams, whereas right lung it will be on average 650 grams. I am saying in general adult males. Okay, the right lung is divided into three lobes, you can see here, and this is the superior lobe, and the last one is inferior lobe, and middle one, this is the middle lobe. Like that, the right lung is divided into three lobes, whereas the left lung is divided into two lobes. This is an anterior lobe, and this is posterior, and this is superior, and this is inferior. And here, because of having the two partitions, and this is called horizontal fissure, and this is called oblique fissure. You can see here, fissure. There is a partition, division. Because of having the horizontal fissure and oblique fissure, right lung is divided into three lobes. Because of having only one oblique fissure, the left lung is only divided into two lobes. So here, because of having the two fissures, three lobes are present. Because of having only one fissure, two lobes are present. And the trachea, which is a pipe, see this is a pipe. And what is this one? What is this prominence? This is called Adam's apple, which is nothing but the thyroid prominence, which is clearly seen in case of males because of having the testosterone hormone. Coming back, trachea, this is a windpipe. The trachea divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebrae. Fifth thoracic vertebrae, how many thoracic vertebrae are present? Can you recollect? So at the fifth thoracic vertebrae, trachea divides at the fifth thoracic vertebra. At the fifth thoracic vertebra, trachea divides into two primary bronchi. Bronchi plural, bronchus singular. Two primary bronchi. Each primary bronchus enters into the concerned lung. If you observe the right lung, say this is the right lung and this one as the left lung. If you observe the right lung, into the right lung, the primary bronchus, after entry into the right lung, the right primary bronchi divides into three secondary bronchi. Why? Because we have three lobes. So the right lung shows three secondary bronchi. Whereas if you observe the left lung, as the left lung is having only two lobes, each primary bronchus divides into two secondary bronchi in case of the left lung. Am I clear? So primary bronchi is divided into secondary bronchi, followed by tertiary bronchi, and then primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi. And from there the bronchus will finishes, and then the bronchioles will begin primary bronchiole, secondary bronchiole, tertiary bronchiole, like that. That's the reason why you are going to say that the bronchi, bronchioles, and of course the alveoli, that plays a tremendous role in the formation of lungs. And of course the lungs are covered by pleura. Two layers are present. Outer layer is parietal pleura, inner layer is visceral pleura. In between them pleural fluid is present, something like pericardial fluid, which provides cushion, which provides protection to the heart. And inside the brain there will be a cushion, fluid will be present, that is cerebrospinal fluid. At the joints synovial fluid is present. Like that fluid is present, which plays a crucial role surrounding the visceral organs, or sometimes they are present inside the organs. And here the lungs are covered by pleura. In between the pleura, pleural fluid is present. My dear friend, pleural pressure is different. Pleural pressure is different. Pulmonary pressure is different. Pulmonary pressure is the pressure which is present inside the lung. Okay, so cardiac notch is the notch present for left lung, you have to remember that, and the diaphragm is dome-shaped structure, you have to remember that, and in the need point of you have to remember the trachea divides at 5th thoracic vertebrae, and trachea, bronchi, and of course the initial bronchioles are supported by incomplete cartilaginous rings. Imagine this as the trachea. Diagrammatically I will represent the C-shaped ring. Say this is a C-shaped ring. C-shaped ring. Why? Because see, these are all hollow tube-like structures. So if somebody is not there to give protection, or if somebody is not there to give support, what happens? There may be a chance of having the collapse. So to prevent the collapse of trachea or even bronchi, and of course the initial bronchioles, which are having some sort of more diameter, in order to prevent the collapse, these C-shaped rings which were made with the hyaline cartilage are going to play crucial role. And these C-shaped rings which were made with the hyaline cartilage, they are incomplete dorsally. So this is ventral side, and here they are complete, and on the lateral sides they are complete, but they are incomplete dorsally to give protection. Okay, and lungs, and of course the apex of the lung, almost this is a clavicular collarbone, almost 2.5 centimeters. Up to 2.5 centimeters above the apex of the lung we can observe, and the lungs rests on the basement membrane, and the lungs are very important. Any change in the thoracic volume will be represented over the lung volume. Why? Because we can't alter the lung volume directly. So we have to put certain pressure, or in order to create certain pressure over the lungs, we have to create pressure over the thoracic region. Then only the pulmonary volume can be altered. That I am going to explain you in the mechanism of breathing. That's all about this session. Thank you. Hope you have enjoyed.